Hello all, Tony from Carton Cloud. With release 91, we've actually gone through and updated a whole heap of custom field settings. So previously, custom fields were very simple. We could put in drop downs and bits and pieces, but what we've actually done is we've been able now to link custom fields, say for addresses, and link them through to custom fields in consignments. So in essence, what we're trying to do is, if we have a look at this consignment here I have for Bob's Groceries, I've got a pickup address of Tony Was Here in Boundary Road, Coopers Plains. And you can actually see that I have an opening time of 8 AM, a closing time of 4 PM, and a max vehicle height of 2.6. We never used to be able to get those. So we could put consignments, or we could put custom fields against an address, or we could put custom fields, what we call in the general area of the consignment, which is the general area is up the top. So everybody knows I've done pallet type custom fields or pallet transaction custom fields, which is up here in the general portion of the consignment. Then we have the pickup portion, which is virtually the area where the pickup address is. And then we also have the delivery portion, or the delivery part of the consignment. So it can get a little bit tricky, and I'm going to do a longer video and have it on the knowledge base for this. But essentially what we've done here is, if we go up into the search for anything and we type in custom fields, and as everyone knows, we've got custom fields for the address and for consignments and for all of these different bits and pieces. But what we've actually done is I've created an opening time, a closing time, and a vehicle type for addresses. Then if I go into the consignment data, and it sort of looks a little bit, there's quite a bit in here, but bearing in mind I had some of these already in here before. But what I've actually done is I've created a delivery opening time, and the delivery opening time will be shown on the delivery portion, a delivery part of the consignment, as in below the delivery address. So I've added in the delivery opening time and the collection opening time, the collect closing time, and the deliver closing time. I've also put in a delivery time slot, because the time slot is only going to be shown on the delivery portion. You're not actually going to see a time slot for a pickup. It's generally always, and you might have it, but most of the time it's for a delivery time slot. So when I actually come into one of these, I'll go into the delivery opening time and I'll hit edit. Now, what we've actually got here is it's a completely different look. So we put in the name of delivery opening time, and I've put in the short name as DOT. And we've actually, the field location is under deliver, which is that delivery part of the consignment. And I've put in the field type as a time, and I've saved. And then what I do is I go into the address custom fields, and where I've gone in and I've put, I have an opening time here, I can go in here and I'll edit in this custom field. And what I've actually done is we've got this field mapping. So the opening time, I've actually linked that to the collect opening time and also the deliver opening time in the consignment data custom fields. So we've linked the fields for the address through to the consignment. And so therefore, when we populate an address and we say it opens at 8 and it closes at 4, then it's actually going to drag that information through to the consignment note. And also you're able to see it on the bulk allocation screen as well. So there's quite a bit involved in this, but once you actually wrap your mind around how you get it, and normally you're only going to go through and you'll do opening times, collect, you might do time slots, and different bits and pieces. But the essence is, when we go into a consignment and we create one, we can actually see here that we've got an opening time, a closing time, and for instance, this one I've put, maximum vehicle height. So if I was to go in and go quick add, new consignment, and I say, Tony, there's my reference. Yes. Oh no. Okay. I'm going to go. And I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to say yes, that the goods will be at my depot, and I open at 8, close at 4. And then in this one, I'm going to say yes, it's for Bob's Groceries Maree, and I can see here that these guys now, it populates that they open at 9, they close at 5, and I can also put in a time slot if I want here. Now it doesn't drag that data, so that 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. has been dragged out of the address custom fields, and that's populated when I populated the address for Bob's Groceries at Maree. The time slot is going to change, so I don't put that against the address. I just put that against the consignment. So yeah, so you can see that I don't populate anything in that delivery time slot, because I want to populate it when I key in the consignment. So I'm going to say here that it's 1400, and you can also see here that I've got a vehicle type, no B double access. So we can see that when we're actually going through and keying in consignments. So like I said, if you want to know anything more, you can always contact us here at Carton Cloud at support, and also look at the knowledge base, because I'm going to put a detailed video on there. Okay, cheers.